Hello, I'm Father LouScurti with Friends of the Word, and today we have a very different twist on our program. We have a question on the telephone. Okay, this question is coming from, what's her name?
Kathy?
Kathy. Okay, Kathy, go ahead.
Hello, Father. I do have a question.
She has a question. Can I put you on speaker?
I was married and divorced 2 years ago. Former dear husband did pass away. But he and I would talk to each other sometimes about the fact that if we had simply murdered each other, we could have gone to confession and been absolved from our sin because we would have been remorseful about it.
And then gone to jail, of course.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
go ahead.
probably would have, but it depends how clever we were in the murder. But
Right.
the situation is this. If we were to simply divorce in the Catholic Church, then we couldn't just go to confession and be absolved. We would have to go through a whole tribunal process,
Okay, thank you.
right?
Okay, basically the question from Kathy is this. Can you hear me, Kathy?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. The question is this. It's a little weird, but let me go with it. My husband and I, her husband and she, used to joke about the fact that if they killed each other, one killed the other, they would have to go to confession to confess that sin, and of course go to jail. And they would be forgiven if they were remorseful. Okay, that's. However, if they divorced each other, they would have to go through a tribunal and go through a whole bunch of paperwork and a lot of questions. It'd be easier just to kill somebody and go to confession rather than divorce somebody. That's a weird question, but let me address it because I don't know. People have to have answers. And okay, first of all, the gravity of murder is undeniably a sin that God despises because it's taking the human life. Yes, the sacrament of confession, sacrament of reconciliation, has the ability, because Christ is there, to forgive the person. And that person will have to make amends according to his or her confessor or as he or she stands before God for the murder. We're not condoning murder, of course. However, the other part of the question is if we were divorced, we'd have to go through a tribunal. That's not the truth. If two people are married in the Catholic Church and they decide to divorce, the church doesn't divorce them. They divorce each other, and the state administers a writ of divorce, not the church. Church doesn't recognize it. We don't have divorce in the church. If the person's divorce and then want to get remarried or have their divorce questioned because they felt they shouldn't have been married in the first place, they go to the tribunal seeking an annulment of the marriage that they left. Annulment means that they should not have been married. They should not have entered the sacrament of marriage based on their age, their level of maturity, their intention, and there's a series of questions that they would have to ask. The tribunal will hear the case after they have met with witnesses who knew the couple prior to marriage. Did they get married with the right intention? Were they forced into it? Was it under duress in any way? Did they have the mental or emotional capacity to commit to a sacrament? So the marriage sacrament is ongoing. If a person divorces, that's his or her business outside the church. If he or she requests what we call an annulment, then they go through the process of tribunal. Now, with her intention in mind, is it easier to kill somebody than divorce them? Well, both are unadvisable, but I guess one is easier than the other. But don't do either. God bless you. This has been Father LouScurti with Friends of the Word. I hope that was satisfactory.